NFL fans, welcome back to the J All Day Sports Show. We're going to give our early Week 10 predictions for you guys today. Man, Week 9 has been crazy. The Eagles win! E-A-G-L-E-S, Eagles! Last second interception by Nakobe Dean. Awesome. And the Cowboys lost. I'm always excited about that. All right. We have been dominating our picks. Going into Week 9, we're 35-10 in the last few weeks. That's why you got to like and subscribe to the channel. Let's get into Week 10 early predictions. Let's go. All right, NFL fans, we have the Browns, the Packers, the Seahawks, and the Raiders all having byes for Week 10. Let's get into this first game for Thursday Night Football. We got the Bengals and the Ravens. The Ravens got back to form this week, absolutely dominating the Broncos. I thought the game was going to be a little bit closer, but the Ravens came back with a vengeance after that loss to the Browns. It was a remarkable performance from the Ravens in this spot. I like the Ravens to win at home, especially over the Cincinnati Bengals, right? So I think Lamar Jackson, Derrick Henry run the ball down their throat. The Bengals' rush defense is not very good, so I look for the Ravens and Derrick Henry to win this game. All right, next up, we got a game in Germany. New York Giants, Carolina Panthers. Okay, the Panthers got a big win over the New Orleans Saints. Big win for them. Bryce Young got a W. I'm always happy to see the young kid play okay and get a win, right? The Giants lose again, even though they played the Commanders pretty tough. I like the Giants in this spot. I like Malik Neighbors to get a win here, guys. I love Malik Neighbors. I do like Singletary, Tyron Tracy. I think they're going to beat this Carolina Panthers team that the defense is pretty banged up. They're not very good. I like the Giants to win this game on the road in Germany. Not really a home game or a road game for these teams because they're both in Germany. Should be a lot of fun to watch. Then we move on to the Pittsburgh Steelers at the Commanders. I'm going with the Steelers. I think their defense shuts down the rookie quarterback, and their offense just does enough to get a W. Listen, the Steelers defense is playing really well, even though they weren't super great against the run in the last few weeks. I do think they're going to be able to get the job done here. I think Highsmith and the man, TJ Watt, get some sacks in the spot. And the Commanders' defense is not very good. So I think the Steelers can put up enough points to get a victory here on the road. Okay, and they're underdogs, right? I like that spot for the Steelers. Then we got the Patriots at the Bears. Drake May did not play well at all this week. He did have that last drive that tied the game up. It went into overtime where they ended up losing. But for the most of the game, he was taking a lot of sacks, throwing bad balls. I like the Bears to get right in this spot. They couldn't get it done on the road versus Arizona, but I like them in this spot at home against the Patriots, who just aren't very good. They got a pretty good defense going against that rookie quarterback. I like the Bears in this spot. All right, now let's move on to the Denver Broncos, who got their asses kicked today by the Ravens. I thought the game was going to be a little closer for the last 7 weeks in a row. Broncos have held teams to under 20 points, but oh my goodness, the Ravens kicked their butts. The Broncos just aren't ready for big primetime football against these really good teams in the NFL quite yet. Big learning experience for Bo Nix for sure. Okay, Kansas City Chiefs at home, 9.5-point favorites. The Chiefs are one of the best teams in the NFL playing at home. I look for that success to continue. The Chiefs aren't winning games by a lot of points, so I expect this game to be pretty close. I think taking the Broncos and 9.5 points might be interesting for some bets. I like the Chiefs in this spot to get the W. Okay, Buffalo Bills, Indianapolis Colts. The Bills really missed Amari Cooper in that win over the Dolphins today. Very tough win. That game was as back and forth as it gets. Very, very exciting AFC East game. It was really close. A great game for fans to watch. The Colts, I don't know, man. I just don't believe in the Colts. It looks like Anthony Richardson is going to be benched indefinitely, right? So it's Joe Flacco's team. I like the Bills to win in this spot. The Bills want to run the ball, play action. Josh Allen's playing great right now. Joe Flacco is an older guy. He's not super talented. He's going to do just enough. I don't think the Colts defense is good enough to slow down the Bills. I like the Bills to get a victory on the road. Minus 198, pretty nice juice. All right, 49ers are coming off a bye. On the road, taking on the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. The Buccaneers are still without Mike Evans. They're still without Chris Godwin, who's done for the year. The 49ers coming off a rest, probably with Christian McCaffrey, I would assume in this spot. I like the 49ers to get the road victory. They're just a better overall team. Tampa Bay and Baker Mayfield turn the ball over a lot, especially without their two number one wide receivers. I'm taking the 49ers coming off a bye, getting healthy. I like that spot. Minnesota Vikings on the road playing the Jaguars. The Jaguars really shot themselves in the foot versus the Philadelphia Eagles. They could have won that game, especially because Nick Sirianni might be the worst coach of all time. He almost single-handedly lost that game for the Eagles, but we'll get into that another time. I hate you, Nick Sirianni. Fire that man. I'm taking the Vikings on the road. Aaron Jones, Justin Jefferson, Hockenson, Addison, the band's all back together. I love this spot for the Vikings on the road. Atlanta Falcons at the Saints. The Saints, with Derek Carr, somehow lost to the Carolina Panthers, right? The Falcons dominate this game from pillar to post. And Olave got that really bad concussion. He's not going to play this week. So Atlanta Falcons, I think, easily win this game. And I think the minus 3-point spread, they cover that spread easily, in my opinion. All right, Tennessee Titans, LA Chargers. All right, the LA Chargers are at home versus a Titans team that's just not very good. The Chargers really took care of business today against the Browns. I like them to take care of business against another really bad team. The Titans, minus Pollard, they're pretty trash offensively. The defense does play pretty decent, but they're on the field so much in the second half they kind of lose grip on the game, and most offenses take over against the Titans defense in the second half. I look for the Chargers to win in this spot. Philadelphia Eagles coming off a big win, barely, man. Nick Sirianni is a joke. I guess he just doesn't understand math. Dude makes no sense to me. But the Eagles are winning in spite of him. Saquon Barkley, he's just unbelievable. Why isn't he being talked about for MVP in this league? Saquon Barkley is a difference maker. He's hopping over guys backwards, making big plays each and every week, scoring touchdowns consistently, and the Cowboys continue to turn the ball over. Dak might not play. Hamstring injury, hand injury. CeeDee Lamb was dealing with some shoulder stuff. They're just a banged-up team that wasn't very good to begin with. I like the Philadelphia Eagles to win in this spot. Then we got the Jets at the Cardinals. A very interesting game here. I'm taking the Jets on the road. I think they might have turned the corner a little bit with this offense. It seems like Aaron Rodgers is starting to figure some stuff out, and this defense has been underperforming. Hopefully they can get it together as the season goes on. I like the Jets on the road in this spot. And then the Sunday night game, Detroit Lions versus the Houston Texans. Yeah, the Houston Texans are frauds, in my opinion. That offensive line has been very, very bad all year long. They're just not very good. I don't think Nico Collins plays in this game. We'll have to see. But Joe Mixon has been great for them. But that offensive line, pass protection-wise, has been really, really, really bad. And the Lions showed today why they're the team to beat in the NFC. They blew out the Packers on the road in bad weather. Jared Goff's for real, man. Jared Goff is my MVP. Jared Goff. MVP, MVP. Yo, the Lions are going to the Super Bowl, and I think they're going to win. Let's go, Lions fans. They get the W on the road versus the Houston Texans. And last up, guys, the Monday night game for Week 10 and our last pick of this video, Miami Dolphins on the road taking on the LA Rams. I'm going with the Rams all day long. They're in overtime right now. I got to get back to the game and see who won, or if the game's still going on. I hope the Rams won, because if not, I'll be very sad. But I like the Rams at the spot, home. Puka Nacua got kicked out of the game for punching somebody. That's the reason why they're even in overtime in this spot. I like the Rams to get the W. Don't forget to like and subscribe. And thanks for tuning in to the JL Day Show. Peace. I hope you guys enjoyed that video. If you're interested in getting early access to my content, you just want to support me and the channel, or you want to get my bets every single Friday, make sure you check out my memberships. I have a 99-cent tier just to support the channel, and for $4.99 a month, you get early access to all my videos, a bunch of exclusive member content like my bets each and every Friday. Make sure you take the time, check it out. Thanks for tuning in. Peace.